Hello everyone, welcome back. Round 4 here of the Scottsdale Desert Classic, which I totally didn't have to alt-tab in order to figure out the name of it. Here at Knobs Creek. We're struggling this week. We're +1 through 3. We're about to start our final round of the day. And for a change, I'm going to try and land on... Oh my god, look at the wind actually. I'm going to try and land on this right side fairway this time. See if that'll bring us a little bit more luck. Instead of trying to staying true to the spirit of the course and staying left. 290 yards. It's an okay opening drive. Get a little bit more loft on this, and then the wind should drag it back down. A little fast. Come on, kick back. No kick back. I think it went the right distance, it just went the completely wrong direction here. Hit me with the lob wedge splasher, please. That's going to be good and leave us close for an opening par here. There we go. Nicely done. So this week, 16-mile-an-hour winds? Are you kidding me? Oh my word. Look at how much it's pulling that ball back to the left. It's the first time I've hit it short enough in order to drive the ball 280 yards. It only went 266 and it went into like heavy rough. What are you trying to get at, game? How did it say that that was a mission complete? It absolutely wasn't. It was nowhere near. Anyway, as I was saying, this week just hasn't gone according to plan, in like multiple reasons, including but not limited to my absolutely garbage swing plane management, my also garbage shot selection, pretty good landing there, and just not great course management despite me harping on about it at the start of the first round here. But if you're watching this far, thank you very much. It's a good birdie to take there. Yeah, on the back of our top 10 finish last week, this should quite obviously, and for all the right reasons, be viewed as nothing shy of a disappointment by any and all parties involved. That's nice. It's going to stop short of the bunkers. So yeah, we're just trying to just close out here and just play for pride and finish about as well as we can do in the face of adversity that we're looking at, especially with this wind. My word. Splash with the lob wedge, please, for birdie. Didn't think we were actually going to overshoot the hole there. I thought the wind was going to push it back a little bit, but going to leave us with a straight on for par, and we're going to roll that in nicely. And yeah, we're just playing for pride here in this final round, just to make sure we don't slip further down. We're definitely not going to be in, like, well, definitely not going to be in the top 10 again. I can absolutely guarantee you that. Probably not even going to break top 50. But we're going to do our best. We're going to try and close our account here with at least something that we can attempt to be proud of. Oh, that's breaking. That's breaking. Not quite breaking strong enough, but he's gonna leave us with a challenging 8-footer here for birdie. That would have been a great eagle to get there. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's gonna break too much. Oh, just around the outside of the rim. Shouldn't have readjusted there. If we can finish even or below par, I think I'm gonna be happy for the week. I mean, obviously it goes without saying I'm not gonna be happy that, you know, we weren't up there contending this week again for any sort of top honors at all. But given how the first 3 rounds have gone, as long as, you know, we can stay pretty close, I think we can look back on at least the closing rounds with some sort of sense of pride, and, you know, look at what we can take away from this and what we can build upon, which admittedly right now feels like not much, especially after getting another bogey there. The less said about that, the better. That one felt horrible to swing at. Right down center of the fairway for this 32-footer. Doesn't feel like 32 feet though. Admittedly, the sunlight's making this harder to read than it should be. Drop. Ah. Yeah, this round's probably gonna be a wash. Strong wind speeds, bad putting is perfect storm for a recipe for disaster. Alright, clear the first bunker. Mission accomplished. It's going to be a nice long 350-yard drive. It's great that you can do that when the wind's at your back, but for the rest of the hole, when the wind's in your face, it's a lot trickier. Slightly fasted. It's going to go all the way off the green, isn't it? Fringe? No, it's on the green. 28-footer for eagle. Nah. And great, we leave ourselves with the same on the other side, because we just wanted to power through the hole, and we just wanted to get out of here as quickly as possible, because we're having a rough week of it. And all of a sudden, an eagle turns into a par because of bad putting, because of bad shot decisions. That's a great drive. But yeah, it just goes to show you just how quickly that, you know, your success can go away if you're not paying attention, if you're not focusing. Winds are nearly up to 20 mile an hour now. This is just horrific. Thought it would do just about enough to blow us into the green, but I guess it just wasn't enough to get off of this little ridge here. Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. That's off the post. I mean, should have counted. But shoulda, woulda, coulda get you a long way in golf. And if I'm trying to rationalize that should have counted, that should have been a birdie, then you know what? Every shot I take should have been a hole in one. Golf just doesn't work like that, folks. You have to work for it. You have to be smart about working for it. You can't just do like what I'm doing now, which is just swing like crazy and hope something sticks. That approach is just not one that pays off. Heavy wind just pulling that one back. Gonna leave us in somewhat of a decent position. Don't want to hit this one too hard. I know there's a little bit of an uphill section, but at the same time I don't want to hit it too hard and just way overshoot. Like what I usually tend to do. That one's gonna break nicely. Let's go. It's nice to be able to hit another birdie and bring us back down to 1 over. Yeah, 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, 2 up, 2 down. Finished the front 9. Even on the round, we're still +1 overall. A heavy pitch shot. That's gonna blaze over. Alright, we're on the fringe. We're 20 yards away. We're in Splash McGurk zone. Definitely got away from us a little bit there. Ah! So much for playing for pride, huh? It's alright. It's alright. Like, we're just, this is just essentially, devolving into a glorified practice round now. It's just the fact that it's on the record. Right. Given the wind situation, it's not an altogether terrible opening drive. Driver off the deck. Probably ill-advised. But we'll get us close some distance here at least. Okay. Didn't get it close to the green. But you could pitch this one up actually. Wind's going to carry it a little bit left. Nicely down towards the pin. Should be a birdie. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not worth it this afternoon. It's just a really off week. Like that should have been a simple knockdown. But it's just not working for me today. Like there's no amount of hand waving or explaining. It's like, oh, it's the controller's fault. It's the wind. No, that's all me. And therein lies the problem. Is that it is all me. A good idea to club down, make sure we didn't fly all the way over, but this is a long putt for birdie. Agonizingly close. Someday we're going to get those to consistency drop. Someday. It might be PGA 2K23 we're playing by the time that happens, but someday. Not a straight drive. 105% power though is a great send. A little fast. Not too hard on the power as well. Oh, skirting back onto the hole. Okay, this looks like this is a tricky lie. Definitely don't want to hit this one too hard. Look at that bank on the far side. That's what we want to avoid. That's looking good! That would have been a monumental putt to make. It would have been absolutely great for our own momentum. Coming into like the closing stages of this tournament. But sometimes you just don't get the drops, that's all. I really think this is going to overshoot the green. It absolutely is. Just about overshoots the green. Not by much. Get a chip back on. The other direction. Park is in nice and close. Knock down a birdie. And find ourselves back at 1 over again. Wind has settled down an awful lot now. We're back down to 4 mile-an-hour winds. %, power. This is going to overshoot the pin. Is it going to overshoot the entire green? I don't think so. No, it is. We're on the fringe. Again. %, power still managed to overshoot the hole. Goodness knows how that happens. 15 feet the other way. Not where we want to be when we're putting for par. But that's a solid putt to save par out of that situation. Someone said the chip would have been better there than the splash. I'm not going to disagree with you. Goodness knows my shot selection can be absolutely naff at like the worst, at the best of times, never mind the worst of times. Four hybrids should get over here. Yeah, we're staying right. It'll at least clear the creek anyway. It'll probably land in the heavy rough here. No, it's going to trickle onto the fringe here. That's not so bad. Splash, get us close for eagle. Splash, get us close for eagle. Splash, get us in for eagle. Yeah! Whoa! Oh, man. That's a relief. That is such a relief. We're back under par again. I was full sure that was going to stop short. I didn't think there was going to be enough roll on that to get there. That's such a relief. Right at near the end of the course as well. With 2 holes left to go. To try and hold on to this under par that we've got. Oh, we're certainly not going to stay under par with shots like that. right away into the heavy rough. I'll take the 4-iron out of here, just because of the lesser lie penalty. Still going to get it out at 170 yards though. It's not so bad. Wish we could have done a lot better there. I'm going to pitch this one up with the gap wedge and see if we can get ourselves close. Not as close as I would have liked. We do have a 14-foot birdie on here. Not quite enough. Bat down a 6-footer, take home a par at least. Again, leaving points on the table on a par 5 just puts knots in your stomach. Driving with the wind here on this final hole of the tournament. We should clear the creek pretty handily here. A lot of long drives on this 4th round with these heavy winds, which admittedly do seem to have settled a little bit. Pitch with the lob wedge here. Try and get us close to home. That's a good lie. Again, taking the shots too quickly. And we knock down our final par. We go in at the end of round 4, 1 under. Not where I'd imagine we would have been at the start of this tournament. But given how it proceeded, I think it masked that we had a lot of problems this week. We could have been an awful lot better. We weren't. We definitely need to sit down and actually do some proper practice during the week. And yeah, lots to work on, lots to improve on. Thank you all very much for watching. If you've watched through all week, really appreciate having you here. Hopefully we'll do better for you next week. But until then, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys back on the course here on Monday. Take care.